Y'all already know where I'm going with this one. But this time I actually got some good logic. I'm not just being a fan here. I actually got some good logic this time. So there's a lot of information I got to share with you guys about this game specifically. So please listen up, all right? This could be your overall moneymaker for the night. So just a quick recap. Again, these lines look super, super, super weird. I don't understand why. But either way, I'm going to take it. But let me break down for you guys. I also got some insurance for you guys with some of the picks. So just listen up, listen up. First up, Chivas is having some major, major problems besides just on the field. So on the field, they're not performing. They got a draw against Toluca. I'm assuming that's probably why they're at plus 120. They got a draw, and I think it was a very, very lucky draw. I should have known it because they went into Toluca on Sunday and they played at 4 p.m. That was a little bit weird for me. I didn't see it. I didn't realize it until after the game. Of course, I didn't realize it because Toluca usually plays at 11, or in Mexico time, it's noon. So they're playing right at noon in the heat in Toluca's elevation. Guys, look up Toluca's elevation. I encourage you to look it up. And they got the 1-1 draw. I should have known it. I had Toluca on that game, and they didn't perform, obviously. They got the 1-1 draw. But Chivas is having some major problems. Their coach already confirmed he's leaving after this game. He's leaving no matter what. It doesn't matter if they win, draw, lose. Doesn't matter. He's leaving to go coach another team in Spain. And they also got a lot of controversy with some of their players because in Toluca, some of their players, they invited some girls to their hotel rooms, and there were some of the star players, Alexis Vega included. So you have three important players, three important guys who they're being punished now. They're probably not going to play this game. That I'm not 100% sure on. But all I know is that they are separated and they're training differently. During practice, they're practicing separate from the rest of the team. So you got a lot of controversy with that. So the coach he's leaving. He's for sure. He's not able to put things together. There's just a lot of miscommunication in their team. There's a lot of bad chemistry in that locker room. So with that going on, I don't know why this team is even having plus money. They should be at like, well, I don't even know why they're plus 120. They should be at plus 500 or plus 300 or something like that. But of course, it's Chivas, so they're still going to have money rolling in. They're still going to have their hardcore base fans, throwing money at them. But that's all right. It makes it okay for me. It makes it okay for me as an Atlas guy. So what I think you should bet. Atlas, look, they stay in the fight in their games. Their last performance was against Puebla. It was a horrible performance at home. I'm not going to lie to you. To me, Puebla got a little bit lucky. You can go look at that game and then you think whatever you want. But to me, that 3-2 loss I think it was lucky if you ask me. But still, even a 2-3 result should just go to show you Atlas is a team that stays in the game and they stay fighting. So that's all I need in order to put my money on them because they're staying in the game. They're staying right there. They're in your face the whole time. So what should we do? I'm taking Atlas straight on the money line. Do I recommend you guys to do it? Hey, it just depends how much you trust me and then how much you trust this Atlas team. Go watch some of their games. You can even just look up some of their results. They stay in the game and you can't tell me they don't. So, but I will give Chivas this. They do continue to score at least one goal in their games, except for that one shutout they had against America. They completely choked against America. But again, guys, it's America, and they've been on a roll lately. They've just been steamrolling through teams. So I think we can kind of let that one slide. But we also had that game against Pachuca. It was a 0-0 draw. But this is a Clasico. This is El Clasico Tapatio. We're both in Jalisco. These teams are both in Jalisco. And I do think Chivas can score one. Sadly, I will give them that. Chivas can score at home with their people, with their crowd. You're going to have some Atlas fans show up, but I think all the fan stands are mostly going to be red and white. So I think both teams to score is a good bet. I'm not 100% sure if I will. I'm going to wait for some of the lineups to come out because I am not sure if Alexis Vega is going to show up. That's one of their stars. So If he's in the lineup, I will probably go with both teams to score. At the moment, I'm not. But but it's still not a bad bet. I do recommend you take it. I don't, if you want to bet something and not wanting to take a side. I think we're going to see some goals in here too. Atlas, for the most part, has been consistent with scoring at least 2 goals. If Atlas can score 2 and we can get 1 from Chivas, then, your over hits. 2-1, perfect. Now, with Atlas draw, I would say Atlas draw double chance at -150. I would say that is, I guess, your insurance, because I don't think this Chivas team can win. Me personally, I don't think they can win. I think they just got too much negative blowback. I think, again, that locker room is having problems. Their coach is leaving. He already went out publicly and said he's leaving. Win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. That coach is leaving. And they actually had a good coach. It's very sad because those players should have just performed better. For me, it was just, I don't know why these superstars came back and played for Chivas. They were better off just going to the national team and letting their young guys, letting their bench just play, because that's how they were playing in the beginning of the season. They were playing in the beginning of the season without their so-called superstars, and they were performing better. Those young guys were just more hungry. They should have just let that keep rolling. So, Atlas money line. I think Atlas can score at least 2. And if we can get 1 from Chivas, then you have your both teams to score and your over 2.5 to hit at -108 and at -110, which are very, very good prices if you ask me. Atlas draw, in my opinion, is also like your insurance. So let's say we get something boring like a 0-0 draw or a 1-1 draw, something like that, because it has happened. Sometimes some of these derbies, these clásicos, they be a little bit weird. So if you want to take the Atlas draw, even if Atlas wins, you're still gonna get it. So why not? Why not go ahead and take it? But Atlas draw should be kind of like your insurance, if you ask me. Me personally, there's a good chance I'm gonna play all these bets. I'm just gonna wait for the lineups to come out. They usually come out 15 to 20 minutes before the game. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll confirm if I'm gonna take that both teams to score. But I am taking the Atlas money line on for sure. I'm taking them on the money line for sure. Not only because I'm a fan, but because they are clearly the better team right now, guys. And you can't tell me they're not. You can't tell me they're not. I know they had a bad performance against Puebla, but Chivas has not had a good performance. Chivas has not had a good performance in I don't know how many games. And they're the favorite to win. Why? Why? Just because they're at home? They're still in the same state. The stadiums, Atlas Stadium and Chivas Stadiums, are like 2-3 hours away. So why bother? Atlas money line, man. They're going to get it done for us.